All right. 1 second, guys. Make sure that everyone can hear me. Okay. I hope everyone's doing well. I am back. I had to step out for a little bit, go get something to eat, do some yard work. But I am back, got changed. I'm doing well. So we're about to react to the 5 laps at Freddy's trailer, which is... Whew. Oh, I'm so excited. Today has been absolutely incredible. I want to thank everybody who has been involved in coming over to these streams over the last few days and just engaging with me, engaging with the community, and I am really, really excited about just everything that's come out. We've, been playing fan games that have been coming out over the last... What is that? Oh, I'm drinking a Monster. It's caffeine. It's I know it is really bad for me, but it is what it is. I gotta stay caffeinated doing these long streams, and it's helped. But I am really, really excited just about this particularly because at first I heard news that this wasn't going to be what everyone thought it was. But apparently it is. This is, in fact, a racing game. I am so excited. So without further ado, this came out 21 minutes ago, guys. 21 minutes. And we are about to react to it. Alright, this is my first look at 5 laps at Freddy's. Team. Unreal Engine. Love the music. Oh, that's cool. Start your engine. Oh, what? This is underground. What? Love that's amazing. That's amazing. August 7th, demo available. Alright, let's go back and look at this for a minute. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, you got this. I love the style of it's very cute. I like it. It's very like, I don't know what even to compare it to. It's very cartoony. But it looks like there's gonna be some interesting elements in this game too. That's a lot of interesting things. I love the animation for the characters. You got Freddy, Bonnie, Balloon Boy. This is gonna be so much fun, man. You got Springtrap. I don't know why, but I love that look for Springtrap. He just looks like he doesn't want to be there. He's just grimacing. Or just gritting his teeth. That's funny. It looks like we're like in an under like ice tunnel. looks really, really cool. So we're in Freddy Fazbear's Pizzaplex. So we're underneath the Pizzaplex in this one. That's super cool. Night shifts. That is super cool. But I'm curious, so what's chasing? What is that? What the heck? I honestly don't have a clue what this is. Night shift. Huh. Buy one, get one free. Well, that looks fantastic. I'm really, really excited about that. All right. So, we have that, which is awesome. We also got a, what looks to be a movie update. Over here. Just show this off real quick. So apparently, this is, people were saying this was Chica. Which, this side is not a flattering side of Chica. It's just the mold. But this is really cool. So this is them building the toy animatronics right now over there for the FNAF 2 movie. Really, really cool. Very, very exciting. Oh man, there's so many exciting things happening right now. Just on all cylinders, all over the place. It is great. It is fantastic. All right. Okay, so I wanted to get back to the book, the V.I.P book, and go through more of that. I didn't realize that the FNAF 5 Laps at Freddy's trailer was coming out so soon. I thought it was coming out at 6, but apparently wrong time zone. All right. So enough of that. Pull this up. Okay. We were at a very intense part of this book. Something very interesting just happened. So for those who weren't here before, in my past live stream, we streamed for like 4-something hours, this book, and you're playing as a character named Devin, who is stuck with his brother Ike, and you've received VIP tickets for the Pizzaplex, and you've mysteriously gotten these passes somehow in their emails, even though you never actually actually asked for it or entered any contest, and you just randomly got these out of the blue. But basically, there's this entity, called VIP, which is the Very Informative Pig. Yeah, so VIP, Very Informative Pig, is who is leading us through the Pizzaplex. And there's some weird stuff with Very Informative Pig. There is a lot of general weirdness going on, as you should expect with FNAF. It's just how it goes at this point. There is a Vanny-type mask we found in the alcove area in a terminal. We found a Freddy head, which ended up being a virtual mask that allowed us to be able to gain a bit of advantage through the course of the game. Basically, we were met with another VIP, or in this case, virtual informative pig, or it was like virtual intriguing pig or something like that was different. And it was informing us that basically that the real VIP was bound to the rules of the virtual mask, and that it had to follow the rules. And the rules were that any of the scores you got while wearing the mask were multiplied by 10. So it's a way to multiply your scores, but you're also experiencing a fake virtual pizzaplex, which is indistinguishable from reality. Yeah, this is FNAF. Hey guys. And we just went down a random path, and we ended up getting ourselves in a little bit of trouble. We ended up getting killed by V.I.P. He just, this was a pretty violent end. This is, yeah, probably one of the weirdest endings that we've gotten so far. But this is where we stopped last time in the last live stream. So, yeah, that's where we're at right now. So now it is too late, he says. The door slams shut and the light goes out. What this actually means so it seems like the fact that before we're going down a dimly lit corridor stretching ahead, a poster on the wall reads, "Lost child, don't get lost yourself, stay in place and wait for help, carry plenty of water." That's weird. Like, that's weird. Like, would you like me to show you the way out of these utility tunnels? So we're in the utility tunnels. Do not go in there. So in storage. That's a place we can go, isn't it? In security breach. The storage room. These are the back utility tunnels. There's a lot of, like, secret areas back there. You open the door and smell something horrible and rotting. So we found what we can only presume is a dead body, which is crazy. So we're going to restart here, but I'm not going to read everything. If you want to hear me read through everything, I would advise going back to my 4-hour live stream that I did earlier today, because we're kind of just going to speed through things and get all of the items that we need. I can just kind of explain everything as we go. But we're not going to be here too long. But I just wanted to play a little bit more, see if we can get some paths that we did not get before. So I'll still be posting some polls later on. But for right now, we kind of know what we need to get. So we're going to go for normal difficulties. We enter the Pizzaplex. We get our VIP pass. We're going to use the terminal. If you promise to stick with the VIP all day, we will promise. We're going to ditch Ike on the merry-go-round. Okay, so you can report VIP. We just accept challenge. None of the other ones work. We've already gone back down those routes. Okay. Okay, so you can run out of tokens and have less than 1,000 if you collect 1,000 points when you're ready to begin. Okay, begin challenge. Let's go to the atrium. And before anything, we're going to go to the alcove. Do I want it? I mean, if you ask anyone, if I'm gonna donate $100, you want it. But man, don't do it if you don't want to. Like, I mean, honestly, that would be insane. But I'm not asking for it. But, gosh, I mean, you can do what you want. It's your money. I will double it. I'm not doing that. As much as I respect myself more. I'm not doing that for money. I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna go out of my way. I mean, going into streams, I don't expect people to donate money. Okay, if you want it. I mean, here's the thing. Yesterday was the first time, fun little story. So yesterday, someone actually gave a donation. A $4 donation, And I was stunned because I've never received a donation. The first time I ever received one was yesterday, and that was a weird moment because I just didn't know what to do. What's your question, Pat God? But it's a weird scenario where, as a person, I just like am just doing this for fun. I don't know how to like respond when stuff happens like that, because to me it's such a foreign concept of like just someone going out of their way and giving money, you know? I don't know. It's just, that's just the way I view it. I don't know. But I'm going to continue. Go on. Yes, that is true. Which is really good for me. I honestly, I never go into a stream expecting anyone to watch me. But I always act as if they are. Because as a person, it's easier whenever I think that I'm in front of a camera and I had 1,000 people watching me. Well, good for you, man. Good for you. Like, that is amazing. To have 1,000 people watch you, that is awesome. But right now, we're just going to celebrate the 10th anniversary of FNAF. I dare you. I dare you to do what? No, a triple dog dare you. Go on. Well, oh gosh. Why? Why what? Yar, Foxy's back. Hey, welcome back, Foxy the Pirate. Yar to you as well. You will be surprised. Well, it's all about consistency, I know, and I don't have I don't stream that often. I mostly do just, like, reaction videos. So, I've been doing better. I've noticed that I've been doing better the more and more I stream, and I've been doing it consistently over the last few days because of the FNAF anniversary. And so I am so unbelievably just like, I don't know. I'm just excited to be able to engage with this type of content. It's just something I'm super passionate about. But we're going to go ahead and go to Alcove because we're going to go put on the mask. We're going to, if you sit at the terminal, okay, we're going to go with that. And if you're wondering, Bat God, if you please don't spam. I would greatly appreciate it. I would greatly appreciate it, please. There's no reason to spam. I appreciate it. You're good. Sorry. When I find myself always getting, like, my finger slipped. You're good. You're good. Anyways. So, if you're wondering why, gulp, gulp, gulp. Yeah, that's how it is. Anyways. Sorry, guys. I am trying to readjust. It's always, I feel like it's always hard to, I don't know, start these streams. Always feel little bit, like, just a little bit tiny anxious. Especially whenever I'm getting my fill of caffeine. Because it's like a jolt to my body. It's like, oh, this is a little bit more aware and awake of everything going around. But we're going to get it back into this. So if you're wondering why I'm kind of going through this speedrunning and not really reading a whole lot, this is because we already did a lot of this, as you know. Are you a furry? No. But, gosh, please don't ask questions like that. No, I am not a furry. But I do like Five Nights at Freddy's. I think it's a good franchise. Just asking. Hey, you know what? Unfortunately, a fair question. Don't be mad. I'm not mad, honestly. But I just want to be clear, you know? Alright. So, if you're wondering why we're just kind of not reading much about this, we actually did a 4-hour live stream beforehand, reading through a lot of this. So right now we're just doing a very specific playthrough. A weird word to use for a book, but this is a really, like, I love this. It's so interesting, just the way that this is laid out as an interactive novel. But we're gonna go ahead and get the mask. Gonna put on the helmet. Start. And so one thing that we learned last time is, oh, that's good. You've read it. It's honestly crazy that this is, yeah, it's really cool. Honestly, it's a lot more than I expected going into this, because I mean, this is a 250-page book. But there's so many different paths and so many different ways to go through it. It's really cool that this is like, it has like a weird open world concept to it, even though it's like, you know, a book, but it's like it is in a way open world, in the way that it allows you to be able to really choose which order you do things, and you have kind of this main lobby of the atrium where you're able to kind of go around and just explore. It's really cool, and you're able to see new paths and new things, and as you go down new paths, you learn more and more about what's around, so you know how to go back and collect those certain items that you need for other routes. It's a cool concept. I think the general consensus is that it's kind of a sort of, I've never played D&D, but I think it's kind of that certain concept, right? Where it's like a story, but you have like an inventory, you're playing as a character. It's like first person, and you're going through sort of a campaign, you know? But, so we are gonna grab FNAF 1 or FNAF 2. I've played a little bit of both. Honestly, I've never completed FNAF 1 or 2. I know that's really surprising. But honestly, I will say I like the play of FNAF 2. Search you up on YouTube. I don't know if this is going to pop me up on... No, it's not. Search me up on YouTube. It won't take that long. Well, searching you up won't do me much good. But I went to your direct channel. All right. Moving on. So we're going to the Mo first, so that any scores we get throughout the playthrough will be multiplied by 10. So that's kind of why we're doing that first. And we kind of have a little bit of a new goal, besides finding our brother who has been kidnapped. But we have the new goal of getting 100,000 points to be able to access the exclusive area for V.I.P. So that's kind of what we're trying to do right now. So getting the 10 times is a good start for that. We want to explore the Fazcade atrium. So we want to go back to the atrium. Or actually, hold on. I guess we could go back to, because we need to go to the Fazcade at some point. But let's go to, let's see, go to Freddy Fazbear's Challenge. Let's go back to the alcove. It's so weird to me. All right. Hey, it was good. It was good. Thank you for stopping by, though. But it's so strange to me that you're able to put back on the Mo. You're able to put back on the Mo even after you've already worn it. So virtually, as like you as a virtual person are walking through a virtual world, and you can go back and put on the virtual mask to enter the... It's just like Inception, basically. That to me just like boggles my mind. I just love concepts like that. It's funny. All right, but let's get into this. Talking for too long. I can't condone or deny that, man. I don't know what to tell you. All right. I was wanting to go back. Hold on, is there no way to actually go back to or like the Fazcade without wearing the mask or without wearing the helmet? I didn't think about that, but it's weird that you put it on because we're going in a loop here. And then we can go to the Fazcade, but can we go to the Fazcade before? So we can try to get the... Because we get 5 Faz coins. But if we go to Mangle's Quest, we can find another one. So we have 1 Faz token. Then we can go to the crane. And we can get the other one. The candy crane, yeah. So we got the candy crane. Wait a second. Hold on. Did we miss it? Review the game's rules. Port. Hold on. To explore the atrium. Here it is. Okay. Because we wanted to play Mangle's Quest. Here we go. And then we got the Bonnie Bites. Okay. So that's plus 1 Faz coin. But we use that already. So it kind of cancels out. So we still have 5. Remove 1 Faz token. Okay, and then you get 100 points from that. So that's 1,000 points because you're times it by 10. Okay. All right, that's good. So, trying somewhat to even though this is like technically a new playthrough, I'm still trying to somewhat keep track of score. If you try to plug in Mangle's Quest. Wait, we can try that again? If you try to plug in Mangle's Quest, okay. Add 1 Faz token. Yeah, okay. That we've already done that. Okay. Alright, that's good. Okay, so then we can go to Rockstar Row. If you investigate the display cases, which we do. If you try to get the Faz coin, which we do. If you buy a balloon. Okay. So we're not going to investigate the doors because we've already done that. We already know about the 1,000 tickets, so we'll come back there later. But the main reason we did that was to get the candy and the balloon. And also, I believe that we got 1,000 tickets from that as well. If I'm not mistaken. Okay. Alright. So, if you want to explore the Fazcade, which we've already done, explore the atrium, Rockstar Row. We've already done that. Okay, so we go back here. Alright, so now we can go through these and actually solve these. So we know how to beat Fazer Blast. That's the big one. Remove 1 Faz token, so we now have only 4. And we've already read this. Practice shooting targets, yes. We need to do that. Take the high ground. We did take the high ground. We went for the purple flag. I believe. Who's better, Ronaldo or Messi? I honestly don't know anything about soccer. Or, I guess, British football. I honestly know absolutely nothing, so I could not tell you. Okay. If you did practice, okay. Alright. So we got 300 points times 10, so that's 3,000. So we currently have 5,000 points. I wonder how we get the 100,000. Because that means we'd have to, like, go for something that's like 10,000 points. Multiplied by 10, that would be 100,000. So maybe there's like a high ticket item that we don't know about. But basically all we're doing right now is we're just going through all of these to see if we can beat each one. Because we've already gone through all of this, but it's just trying to find new routes and new secrets to try to figure all of this out. Okay, so if you've done Monty's Maze, then we'll go back here. So if you have the balloon, so we got the balloon from Fazer Blast. Okay, so this is new dialogue, so we can read this. All right. You've never been to a swamp before, but you aren't sure anyone at Fazbear Entertainment has either. The floor is covered in rough, artificial grass that reminds you more of miniature golf courses, and the lights are dim and very, very green. The lighting hangs from the rigging high above you, along with more fake greenery, plants, and vines. It looks like there's a catwalk up there, which is probably where staff watches guests in the maze. It's incredibly hot and humid in here. Someone needs to fix the AC. You think as you wipe sweat from your face with one hand. You move into the maze. The purple balloon you won from Balloon Boy's balloon dispenser bobs up and down as high as the wooden walls on the either side of you. It brushes against the fronds of the palm trees stretching overhead, also artificial. You walk along the narrow corridor for a bit, feet crunching softly on the turf. The path turns to the right, then the left, and even eventually you reach an intersection. You can continue forward, turn left, or turn right. Before you can choose one, Monty Gator leaps into your path. Nice balloon, kid, he growls. Made it simple to find you. The alligator animatronic winks behind his star-shaped shades, then slashes your balloon with the vicious claws. It pops and releases confetti into the air. Aw, too bad, I'll show you out, he says. Add 100 points to your score. Remove balloon from your inventory. Oh, interesting. So that popped the balloon, but we got 100 points from that. Which times 10 is 1,000. Okay. So we got 1,000 points from that. That's not bad. That's kind of funny. A roundabout way to get 100 tickets. Have them pop the balloons. If you have no more Faz tokens. So we have 4 left, so we can do plenty. Okay, Fazer Blast, we've already done that. Or actually, no. No, we only have 3. 3 Faz tokens. Which is fine, because we can literally go back to Mo and have him reset it. Which is kind of a nice mechanic of that. That's interesting. We can go to Roxy Raceway. Arcade game alcove. If you go to the arcade game alcove. Okay. Alright. Go into the pit. If you leave V.I.P behind during your race. Let's snake him. Okay, if you pick the Chica go-kart. Supposedly she says, but I swear the Roxy go-kart is fastest. So we picked the Bonnie one last time. So, and we did pretty well. I think our mistake was letting the girl pass us. So let me go ahead and go for the Bonnie one. Oh, wait a second. It's a bunny. It's a hare. Maybe we actually picked the Chico one. I just kind of internalized that. So it mentions being the tortoise. and like it's the tortoise and the hare is a rabbit. So maybe Bonnie isn't the actual right answer here. So let's go for Chica. You climb into the pink and white go-kart. The girl gives you a thumbs up and hops into the Bonnie go-kart to your right. You look around for some place to stow the gamepad and are surprised to see a mount for it on the dashboard. V.I.P waves his wand and a map of race course appears on the screen. Since you only have one chance to win the game, this should give you a small advantage. The race consists of 6 laps. You trace the path of the track around the atrium. It has several hairpin turns and even crosses over the space a couple times. Is it safe to go over the atrium like that? You ask. We have not had an incident yet, V.I.P says. These race cars are thoroughly tested, however. Fast and Furious once again. Roxanne's wolf voice echoes overhead. On your marks, get set, go. A green light flashes and you hit the accelerator. It's strange driving so low to the ground, and 25 miles an hour is faster than you expected. You take it easy on the first lap to get a feel for the controls. Your opponent quickly zooms out of sight while you're learning how to turn without crashing. You notice a turbo button on the console. Maybe you should use it to make up time on the second lap? Interesting. So that's a bit different from whenever we picked the Bonnie one, so maybe that was the wrong one? Let's use turbo. I'm curious to see what happens. You press the turbo button and your go-kart rumbles. You press the throttle pedal with your right foot and accelerate beyond 25 miles per hour. The previous top speed now, it's 30, 35. You hit 45 miles per hour, and the go-kart feels like it's going to fly apart. Whoa, V.I.P says, holding onto his top hat as though it's about to fly off. This is a choice! Your wheels scrape the right wall and sparks fly, so you yank the steering wheel to the left. It shoots off away from the wall, and you twist the wheel back to the right to stabilize it. The go-karts shake back and forth now. A turn is coming up fast. If you hit the brakes with your left foot, if you lift your right foot from the throttle. I'm not sure, so if you hit the brakes with your left foot, I feel like that's going to be a bad idea. Because if you hit the brakes with your left foot, if you lift your right foot from the throttle, so it's like if you stop accelerating, you're not going to immediately stop. If you press the brakes, I feel like that's probably, but if you're still accelerating, I feel like this is going to turn out bad. Let's see what page so we're on 985. Okay. We can come back to it. All right, let's hit the brakes. You slam on the brakes. Okay, so you slam on the brakes with your left foot as your turn comes up. You hear a horrible grinding noise and smell of burning rubber. The back wheels lock in front of you. Your go-kart drifts to your left. People outside El Chip scream as you tear past, and you glimpse horrified faces as they drop to the ground and look for cover. Let up the throttle, V.I.P says. You lift your foot from the accelerator and the go-kart straightens as you pull it out of the turn. You bring it to a full stop on the edge of the track. The Roxy and Bonnie go-karts zoom past on the left. The girl glances back to make sure you're all right, and you smile and wave. Your heart pounds in your chest, but you test the throttle and go-kart is still working. I do not recommend braking and accelerating at the same time, V.I.P says. Now you tell me? You say. Something should be obvious. Okay, well, it wasn't obvious to me. You are still much more timid as you complete the rest of your laps and come in last. A nice crowd has gathered to watch you limp around the raceway, and several people clap slowly and ironically for you at the finish line. Man, that is pathetic. No point for you, V.I.P says with a shrug. Okay, so let's go back to, it was 865, I believe, is what I said. 865. Because at this point, I just want to explore different possibilities. Let's see. 865. Hey, there are some fun go-karting places. Hold on. Was it not 865? Is this not... What? Follow V.I.Ps. Okay, here's this one. Hold on. I think the... actually, hold on one second. Let me go this time for Bonnie, because I want to see something. Let's maintain speed. Let's block her from passing. Okay, and as she zooms up on your left, you say, "Not so fast," and steer into her path. Your front left wheel bumps against her from the front right wheel, and the next thing you know, she isn't there anymore. You look over your shoulder to see her go-kart spin out and smash into the barrier. Oh no. A couple laps later, you slow down and watch as the girl is carried off the track and away on a stretcher. Oh gosh, what have we done? By the Pizzaplex paramedics. When you cross the finish line, the boy from the Roxy go-kart is waiting for you. "Way to go, dude. You got second place. I hope it was worth it," he says. You feel terrible, but you just have to go. You just have to get Ike back, no matter what. Add 100 points to your score. Well, that's a bit unfortunate. So we may have hospitalized someone, but hey, we got 1,000 points. Was it worth it? So we have 2 fast tokens, but we don't have the balloon anymore. But we still have the candy, which we can use at Monty's Gator Golf, or excuse me, Monty's Maze. Okay, if you have more fast tokens, if you have 1,000 points, if you have not done Monty's Maze. You go to the arcade game alcove. Let's go back to Monty's Maze, because we have more fast tokens. If you don't have one, we don't have one anymore. So with this one, there's a couple directions. Now I want to mark the pages for these actually. So this is 639. So we went a couple different ways here. Oh, hold on. So let's go right this time. You turn right, and after walking for 30 feet, you have the choice to turn left or continue forward. On the wall to your right, notice a small L impermanent marker on one of the planks close to the ground. Interesting. On your right. On the wall to your right. L. That feels noteworthy. L. So go left. Okay. You turn left and the path immediately twists to your right. You walk for a bit and it twists to the left. At the end of this corridor, it turns right and then left again. The maze takes you back and forth several more times before you feel it. You might be getting somewhere. You make a right and a walk for a bit, then another right. After another short walk, you make one more left. At the end of the corridor, you can go right or keep going straight. On the wall to your left, you notice a small L in a permanent marker on one of the planks close to the ground. Interesting. Okay, so these seems to be our markers to get out of the maze. So we have an L. So we have another L when we go right. So we went right. On the wall to your left, you notice a small L in permanent marker. So should we go right? Should we go straight or right? Okay. Just inside the entrance of the Monty's Maze, the first thing you notice is how dark and green it is. Wait. That's not right. We messed up there. Hold on. 160, it was 639. Here it is. We went right. That led to a L. So we went left. There's another L. So let's go forward. That leads us to the entrance. Interesting. Interesting, okay. So this... Oh, that just leads us in circles. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Alright, so we went right. Left. Let's go right. There's another one. Okay, you turn right, and the path immediately twists to your right. You walk for a bit, and it twists to the left. The passage turns right and then left again. The maze takes you back and forth several more times. This feels very familiar. You make a right and walk for a bit, then another right after another short walk, and make one more right at the end. Of the corridor, you can go right or keep going straight. On the wall to your left, you notice a small L and permanent markers, one of the planks close to the ground. You're pretty sure you have looped right back to where you started. If you're correct, when you go forward, you will be back at the entrance of the maze. Okay, so going right is a dead end. Okay, so let's go left. Okay, you go left, and the path takes you down a series of turns and long stretches, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I will find you. Okay. Let's go left again. You have no clue if you're going in the correct direction. I would say let's keep going left. And now, if you have the candy and try to distract him, which we'll try to do. Okay. You reach into your pocket and pull out a package of Bonnie Bites. You won from the Chica candy crane machine. The candy is warm and mushy now, but you hope Monty isn't a picky eater. Incoming, you call as you throw the package at him. Monty snaps his jaws at the bag and catches it in his teeth. He chews. He mumbles. D's. He tries to open his mouth, but it's cemented closed. He starts gagging and clawing at his snout. He pries open his jaw, and you see sticky brown and purple goo sticking to his teeth. He reaches in to grab it, but one hand gets stuck inside. What the heck? He manages to free his hand, but stumbles to the side and catches himself with his hand. And now his hand is stuck to the wall. What the heck is this? Why? Goodness, Monty is just having... We destroyed Monty. What the heck? Oh, man. You can't help but laugh, but that makes Monty even angrier. He roars. I'm gonna get you, Chew. His tail thrashes and he swings his free arm wildly, gasping for you. If you're quick, you think you can slip past him to go down the left corridor. Or you can still head right and you'll have a head start on him. Okay, let's slip past him. Okay, you trudge along the wondering if you will ever find the exit. You encounter a path leading off to the right, but remembering this maze's trick, you peek around the corner and see it just leads back to the one you're already on. You move forward another choice to your left to explore and soon see its dead end. You turn back and hurry, worrying Monty is about to corner you. There are more scratches along the walls here, and shredded candy wrappers litter the floor. Then you reach the first fork intersection, 3 corridors in front of you, all moving forward. You sigh and ask, "What do you think, V.I.P.?" V.I.P. has been dozing on the screen, or pretending to. He makes a big show of waking up and blinks at you. "I think this attraction does not have much replay value. A recent data mine showed that Fazbear Entertainment is considered repurposing Monty's Maze into something else. Maybe miniature golf. But which path should I take? You do not have many options left." You chose the leftmost corridor and rushed through it. At the end is a green door marked exit, but Monty is guarding it. "There you are," he shouts. He leaps and lands right in front of you. He draws his claw's hand back and offers his hand to you. When you stop quivering, you shake his gargantuous chin hand. "Rock and roll," he says. "You win. Add 300 points to your score." Okay. So that's 3,000. I know that's a bit shady math, but if you understand. So the mask we're wearing adds 10 times. Man, I love the concept. I love the concept that the fact that we're just walking through a fake reality right now. This is great. All right. Okay. So at this point, we've beaten all the games. I guess we have one Faz token left. So if we have 1,000 points, we can tap here. the question is, right, because we obviously don't have 100,000 points for the VIP special. So we can't get that yet. So is there more to the story after we have 1,000 points? I suppose so. I guess so, because we've had 1,000 points for a while. Because of the times 10. But, okay, if you have 1,000 points, we do indeed have that. Okay. Hey, VIP, you say gleefully. I did it. I have 1,000 points. Impossible, he says. Surely you know how many points I've been collecting. Don't you know everything? VIP turns red and begins stomping around the screen. Sparks and fire spew from his magic wand. I do not know how you did this. You must have cheated somehow. But you were there with me the whole time. VIP calms down. I apologize. I was just having such a good time with you. I did not want our time together to end. You're starting to get nervous. Because that's a good point. If we hadn't gotten the mask and gotten the times 10, we would not be able to beat this. I don't think there's enough actual possible points. Even collecting everything, I don't even think you can get to all the areas you need to get to actually beat this, like the Atrium or the Rockstar Row. So I actually think that it's impossible to do without the mask or the helmet. Alright, let's see. Of course, the deal is a deal. Take me to the center of the Atrium. You carry the gamepad over to the play area in the middle of the Atrium. The Pizzaplex is closing soon, and people are streaming towards the exit. Looking exhausted but happy, VIP makes a complicated gesture in the air with his magic wand that you're pretty sure is all just for show, and the door to the photo booth pops open. Ike comes tearing out and makes a beeline for you. Hey, buddy, you kneel and wrap him in your arms. Ike snuggles up against you. He does give good snuggles, you admit. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Like, seriously, I may have left you and you may have gotten traumatized by... How did he... What? So he was just in one of the photo booths? The end question mark. It's okay, Ike says. He hands you a fistful of photo strips from the booth. You flip through them. In the first photo, he looks happy, making a goofy expression. Then is red-faced and crying. As the images progress, they become self-portraits of abject misery. I knew you would get me out, he says. Let's not show all these to Mom, he would say. Can we go home now? Ike asks. 100%. You walk the gamepad back to the checkout desk. You can't wait to get rid of VIP once and for all. This was everything I'd hoped it would be, VIP says. I hope tomorrow is just as perfect. You stop in your tracks. Tomorrow? Did you think you were the only one to get a VIP invitation? Kind of. I mailed dozens of them. I can do this every day. Just think of it. So much fun to be had. Oh no, you think, what have I done? What can I do? You fear you have no choice but to get as far away from here as possible with your little brother and never return. You realize even if you warned your friends not to come back, they wouldn't listen. Now you have an idea what it's like to be a VIP, full of knowledge but no one to share it with. You hand the gamepad back to a Pizzaplex employee without meeting their eye. How was your visit, they ask. Very informative. Yes, I actually did watch the 5 Laps at Freddy's trailer earlier in the stream. It was one of the first things that I did. That's interesting. Okay, so he's bringing more people in. Interesting. The end, question mark. Huh. So obviously there's more to this. There's 100% more paths to go on. So let's go back. What do we need to do? Let's go back all the way to the beginning. There is obviously a heck of a lot more to go through. Like, geez. Okay. Let's go all the way back to the beginning. How do we get 100,000 points? Something feels off here. Okay. How do I go all the way to the beginning? Okay, here we go. So we have the intro. We're going to speed through this again. Let's go to the gate. If you promise to stick with V.I.P all day. Let's don't promise. 194. Head to Bonnie Bowl. We know what happens if we go to Bonnie Bowl. So let's ditch the merry-go-round. We've already tried all of these options. So we've reported V.I.P to Pizzaplex staff. We have already called the mom. So the only thing we can do is just the challenge. View game rules. Okay. If you run out of tokens and have less than 1,000 points. When you're ready. Okay. So we can explore the Fastcade, Atrium, or Rockstar Row. Let's go to Fastcade. If you return to the Atrium. So we have this. Let's play this, get the Bonnie Bites. I guess I'm just wondering exactly where the alternate paths are, right? Berries and chocolate. If you return the atrium, we already did that. If you want to explore the Fazcade, we already... That's a loop, okay. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm excited about it too. So let's see what's here. Display cases, atrium. Let's look at this. Get Fazcoin. If you buy a balloon, let's investigate the doors again. Okay, so we can go through the security door. If you try the red door, we already know what happens when you go through the red door. Gosh, okay. Whenever you collect at least 100,000 points. Okay. I don't know exactly how you collect 100,000 points, but I'm really curious about what's behind this door. For lore reasons, we're going to cheat, we're going to break the rules, we're going to find out what happens whenever you collect at least 100,000 points. I want to see what happens whenever you go through this door. Okay. You stand outside the VIP greeting room nondescript door and bang on it with your fist. Little pig, let me in. Do you have 100,000 points already? VIP asks on your gamepad. Why is he so nervous? I sure do, you say. Then no need to huff and puff, he sighs. A deal is a deal. He walks off the gameplay screen and the door unlocks. You're in a server closet with a rack of computer hard drives blinking and clicking and flashing and whirring. And in the center of it all, a large screen hovers with VIP's face on it. So pigs do fly, you think. Is this some kind of Wizard of Oz thing? You ask. What do you want? VIP's little rotors buzz, and he pulls up and away from you, bumping against the machine banks at the back of the small room. I wanted to meet you in person, whatever this is. Thank you for a fun day, Devin. I will let Ike go now, of course. You bet you will, and this ends. You won't ever do this again. Yes, I promise. Your piggy promise doesn't mean anything to me, you say. Please don't hurt me, VIP wails. His screen spins and weaves around. You shut the door. I feel like there might have been some context we lost because we didn't go through the correct route. Obviously, things have changed. Dynamics have been reversed here. But regardless, very interesting. So, V.I.P. greeting, nondescript door. Okay. You aren't quite sure how to end this. There's no keyboard in here. Not that you know anything about computers programs. Maybe you can get something to smash V.I.P. screen with, but you've seen him on the screens all over the Pizzaplex. It'd be no more effective than destroying his gamepad. You glance down at the gamepad and you see another V.I.P., even while he's still frantically flitting around your head. If you don't do something soon, he'll probably start to attack you. There's only one Devon. And there's only one Devon. The small V.I.P. on the gamepad takes a step and somehow duplicates himself. It starts to become pigception in here. Oh, you realize, those aren't the very informative pigs. Those are virtual informative pigs because you're still in the mo, and they're pointing towards something along the wall. You walk with the gamepad and they adjust where they're pointing as if you were holding a compass with the needle following north. What are you doing? The big pig V.I.P. screams. Get away from there! His face starts to glitch and you get a creepy glimpse of the wire frame beneath his pink skin and glasses. The pigs, virtual informative pigs, the virtual informative pigs, your friends, are pointing at a massive power strip on the floor that has dozens of plugs on it and a tangle of cables. You snap your fingers, of course. You trace the main power plug to a wall outlet. This won't erase you, you whisper to the virtual informative pigs. We don't know, they say, and they seem delighted by the prospect of not knowing something. If we're a part of the simulation, we may be running in a separate program, one of them says. But Pig Brother is also part of this simulation. They confer with each other, and then they look up. Everything is connected. What happens in here will affect the real world. You nod. Well then, thank you, and goodbye. You hope you won't meet any digital swine ever again. You yank out the plug. Stop! The big V.I.P. screen wheels towards you, but before it can knock you away, the plug comes free, the outlet sparks, and sizzles like a bacon in a frying pan. The flying screens drops and cracks in the tiled floor. Snow dances across it. Snow dances across it and gamepad's screen. It's over, you say. Then the world around you starts to deteriorate too. You reach up and tear off the Mo headset around you. Everything is chaos in the atrium. Every system seems to be down. Every screen is dark. Everything is connected. Oh gosh. Oh my. People scream and run for the exits. You wonder if the animatronics have been affected by the forced system shutdown. The photo booth door opens and Ike comes running out. He stands still in all the commotion, looking around in fear. You hurry over to him. Ike? You grab him in your arms and Ike sobs. I'm sorry. Let's go home, Ike says. I just have to do one more thing, you say. On your way out of the Pizzaplex, likely for the first time, you stop at the security office and tell the gray-haired white guy they're about what happened. The guard listens closely and nodding and taking notes. Well done, Devon, he says. And Ike. You don't know if it's more worrying that he believed your outrageous story than if he had dismissed it as a prank or fantasy. I always thought that pig might be trouble. He was very intrusive. You couldn't agree more. Don't worry, Fazbear Entertainment will make all this go away, like it never happened, he says. And that especially includes V.I.P. This will just be our little secret, huh? Okay, I don't think anyone else will believe me anyway. You look at Ike, especially Mom, right, bro? Ike nods. When she asks how our day was, I'll just say it was very informative. And that's the truth. That's the canon ending. That's the canon ending. Look at that. The title for this is definitive. It's not a question mark. Like, this is the end. Maybe it's saying this is the end of... This is the good ending. But I think this is actually saying this is definitive. And it makes sense. Don't worry, Fazbear Entertainment will make all this go away like it never happened. And what did they use? What did they do? What did they do? they reused it again later on after the construction, the development, the redevelopment that they did for all of this. They used Mimic 1 again. And I guarantee you this is what Edwin meant by saying that it's happening again. That is really what I'm starting to think here, is that this is possibly Mimic 1 trying desperately to find meaning within its digital existence. And the idea of this, right, is that Devin unplugged it and Fazbear Entertainment took it and used it again. Hey, Pat God, please don't spam. I will have to put you in a timeout if you don't stop. Alright. Okay, so that's big. I don't know what the heck we did. What the heck we did, actually, in reality, to be able to do all that. So that's something to look at. Oh, you're good. Okay, well, that's fine. But if you continue to be disruptive, I'm sorry. I mean, I don't mean to treat you like a child, but I'm going to have to put you in a timeout. I'm going to have to time out you probably permanently if you keep doing this. Because I don't need that. Anyways. Okay. Well, you're old enough to know better. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but don't be like that. Anyways. Alright. I'm actually not quite sure what to do now as far as other paths to try. Because the big issue I have is we've gone through beating all of the minigames. So what is there left to do? Dang it. I probably will end up, I think, because I think we've gotten a general, just like general idea of everything contained within the book, right? I think we've done everything that I know to do with it. I'm definitely going to go and keep going over it. But this definitely doesn't explain everything. Obviously, we need to figure out what happened. Like, what exactly happened leading up to this point. So, you know what's another interesting thing? We don't ever take off the Mo in the main ending. The fact that it acknowledges that we wear it in the main ending. That's concerning. So, that's the only ending that we actually, like, realize, oh crap, we're actually still wearing the Mo. And the fact that it says, okay, this is what's important. Let's see if we can find it. Go back. Okay, so there's the ending. Okay, here's the main ending. Alright. Is there anything else? Wait a second. Oh, I thought it might have been giving us a little bit of a teaser for the next one. Yeah, it's a pretty amazing skill. Something that I've actually, you know, honed. A magical skill. Me, Michael Afton. That's great. Okay. One thing that I think is very important lore-wise that affects the lore. Specifically things like Ruin, right? Is one part that's said right here. Okay. This is really important. It says right here. Where is it? Okay, let's see. But Pig Brother is also part of the simulation they confer with each other. Then they look up. Everything is connected. What happens in here will affect the real world. You nod. Well then, so, the idea is, right? The idea is that everything is connected. Just like with the storyteller, everything is connected together. What happens in here will affect the real world. So, no matter if it's a simulation within this reality, it will affect the real world. Similar to like a FNAF world, you know? Like FNAF world, the idea was that the flip side, even though it was a like fantasy version of reality, still affected the real world, and the real world affected it. And so even though the virtual pig and then the real pig both exist sort of in a similar plane, you know, it's still all a part of the virtual world. So us going into the virtual world allowed us to destroy it. That probably could have been explained a little bit better, but am I ready for Freddy? Okay. I am, I guess. I think that I am done for today. I'm gonna be honest. I am going to end the stream here. We've been going for... Before this, guys, I was going for 4 hours. We went through the whole book. It was absolutely amazing. I really, really enjoyed that. But honestly, I think this is just a little bit too much. Like, I just got done doing a bunch of yard work. I'm trying to caffeinate to be able to be a little bit more with it. But overall, I think that in the end, we're good, you know? But I really enjoyed hanging out with you guys. And I will see you guys... I'm not sure, I may not live stream tomorrow. I know that Daco is having the Scott Coffin interview tomorrow. That's the main event for tomorrow. I may not do a live stream to that. If I do, then it probably will be on Monday. Whenever we have the... That's not the Steel Wool announcement. What's Monday having? I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. I'll let you guys know. I'll give you some updates about what's happening in the next few days. I'll definitely have more time to be able to live stream during the week. And then we have Into the Pit, and we have 5 Ups at Freddy's. Those are the things I'm most excited about. So I will see you guys next time. And thank you guys for joining me. I really enjoyed it. Thank you guys. I will see you guys next time.